Just waving my arms around like an idiot.
So
Tell them to get out, run.
They kind of like see you get closer, and then they kind of like stand, like the three of them. They were like together, towering over the other two people, and then they kind of like turn towards you, and they kind of, just step away from each other. And then when you get there, when you get close enough, you can see three of them. They're wearing like this tattered and broken, like camouflage looking uniforms, and they have like actual vests, and they have like they have boots. Then you can see, of course, they're hanging on, they're hanging their assault rifles to the side, and they have like a big red hand like splatter across their chest on their uniform. And then when you look on the ground, it's a man and a woman, and then the woman's like she's kind of crying, and she's she's kneeling down on the ground.
Oh, fuck.
And then the man, you see the man. The man is like on the floor. You see there's blood coming a little bit from his body. So
Before bullet starts flying, sorry for interrupting, may I ask for apply knowledge check? May I do that if I know anything about those group of people?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
May I do that as well? And I have an ability as the suit that I took called Talk the Talk, so I can use my sway instead of brains to apply knowledge.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled 11 on my apply knowledge.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take that for everybody. So when you see the right hand, you recognize that the red hand actually belongs to what they were a part of the military before all shit went to hell, and they were this group that used to help. You recall from your previous knowledge that this group used to help all those in need. They're used to help those that were trying to survive and all that stuff. But the thing is, under the previous leadership, they were honest, good people, but they kept, because they were defending others, they weren't charging anything, so they didn't have money. They starved and all that stuff. So some of the lower ranks decided to make a coup d'état, and they killed the leadership at that moment, and then they took power of the Red Hand. And this is only a couple. I'm just saying that there may be like 50 or 60 people. They're just a local group, and in this part of of California on the West Coast. And now this group, what they do is just kill anything they can just to survive, and just rob people, and just if they have anything worth having, they will kill you.
I think we've heard enough. At this point, I'm staying low, and I'd like to. I'm trying to like.
Okay.
I'm trying to sneak around the cars, and like, if they're like between two cars, I'm like resting on the side, like getting ready to just like sneak up on one and just like blam blam, like blow his brains out as fast as possible.
I like maybe mumble or whisper shit, and to the others, and especially to Big Daddy like.
This might be my time to try.
I stopped waving and stuff, and I just got down because I noticed the red.
I'm gonna still.
We might use your talking.
And I'm because talking to people and persuading them is my specialty.
As Big Daddy is walking up to them, I try to circle around to see if I can get an angle on them to help them if shit goes bad.
So I'm gonna use my fast talker ability, which I know on a 10 basically I roll 2d6 plus sway. On a 10 plus, they believe me, and then I think on a 7 to 9, I can't remember if it's they believe me, but there's a catch, or they believe me for like a few moments. I can't remember exactly what it is. And
I think there was a catch.
Yeah, there is. It's they seem convinced, but they need more assurance or proof, or they change their minds after a few moments. So, but anyway, so
I'm gonna walk up to them and be like, "Hey, y'all. I came from you know, a couple miles out east. We were getting chased by these here Z's, but you know, we saw a shipment, or I saw you know, army supply trucks that crashed and some semis that crashed off the highway out back a few miles. Maybe, you know, it might be a bit more worthwhile to go check those out than, you know, just robbing people on the road. So that'll be my.
So as soon as you start talking, they kind of pull up their, you know, their assault rifles towards you, and they see people moving out of the, trying to get out of the way, and since because they spread out, because they have military background, of course they have military tactics, so they follow whoever's moving, you know, trying to get on their, trying to flank them. They kind of like find, which I'm guessing is the hunter you were trying to flank.
Yep.
So they kind of find you. They kind of like, you know, have your guns trained at you.
Do I have a do I see a leader?
So they're
in, can I make my fast talk roll?
Yeah. Well, we'll get. Yeah, you can roll it if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a woman in the middle, and then there's two guys on the side.
I was asking, do I see a leader? Anyone that would be obviously a leader.
Yeah. So it's the woman in the middle. It's obviously a leader. Yeah.
Okay, so wait, they had someone like they have like two civilians.
Wait, I thought the woman was crying.
No, there's three people with guns. One of them is a woman. Now that you're close enough, you can determine it's a woman. Because they have their armor and they have their, you know, uniform and whatnot, so it's really hard to tell them apart. So there's a woman in the middle, two guys, and then behind them is the woman that's kneeling, crying, and then there's the guy on the floor, which is, you know, he's bleeding and all that. Okay, so you rolled an 8. Okay. All right. So
I just wanna maybe I gotta roll for this, but I'm snuck up, so I want to be snuck up so that I could just get behind the leader woman and you know, if I needed to.
Well, that's the thing. They're in a position that you can't really get around because they have the road covered because there's 3 of them.
Yeah, but I couldn't just run out into the grass on the other side of the road.
I mean, you can try to do that. That's fine.
Well, I just as hard as I as much as I need to, I'm trying to sneak up behind her. So just in a moment, if I had to get behind her and shoot her, I could.
Okay. Yeah, that would be I would say that's a body roll. But anyway, let me resolve this first. So what was you say? There was a convoy.
I said I saw some crashed supply trucks or semis or something.
Okay.
Back where we were running from.
So they're kind of moving, and they kind of look at each other. They look at her, and then she kind of eyes you suspiciously. Then she, takes off. She grabs her walkie. She has a small walkie-talkie, and then you see her pressing a button and then whispering something in, and then putting it to her ear.
With that 8, could I be close enough to hear it?
No, that I can say now.
Okay, so
if you
hear me or
no. To hear whatever she's hearing on the thing.
Oh, okay.
No. Well, that's not actually a 6. That's an 8 because I have a +2 on body.
Oh, okay.
So I guess if that's how it's going, where would I be?
Okay, so you would be on the other side of the road if that's how you want to do it. If you want to try to sneak, then that would be you have to go on the other side of the road. So you would be far away for it to hear.
Well, my main goal of that roll was just to find anywhere where I could sneak up behind him and get there.
Okay, so how will you do it though? Because I can say you got behind a car and that's it.
Well, would I be if I want to be in the spot where if I'm behind a car and ducking behind one, that I could just sprint out real fast and just in almost in just one moment get my gun to her.
Yeah, you can do that. You can sneak out at any time you want, but it depends on what you're trying to do after that.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Okay.
I'm in that position where I'm ready to start.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's gonna take you a little bit because you have to go all the way around. So you're in a good position to get behind them, but you have to do a couple of steps in order to get to them.
Yeah, I probably have like.
But they don't
5
see
or 6
you.
seconds.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so you just go back to the suit, try to sway. So
Yeah,
she does the walkie-talkie thing.
Our way past.
Yeah, so she does the walkie-talkie thing, and you can see, exchanging her some kind of things, and then, excuse me. So she goes down, and he's like, oh, so my friends here say that that they haven't seen anything, right? And they are way past, they are, back the way you came from. So I don't. Where do you say this thing is? Where do you say it is? How far is it?
Probably, I don't know. I mean, those zombies were chasing us pretty far. I don't know how far back, because when that adrenaline rush kicks in, it's like pow. You got to run, get away from there. So I don't know.
At that moment when you say pow,
we came up from out east and then hopped up onto this road, climbed up from one of those overpasses back over there somewhere. So it was pretty far away from here, I would say, definitely, but maybe 15, 20 miles out.
Okay. So, So, and then again, she goes, she hears something on the walkie-talkie that makes her, go reach for it again, and she puts it all up to her ear.
Could I say I'm close enough to hear this? Like, it's been a few seconds since I moved. Like you said, I was like a few seconds away from her. Could I maybe be behind the car and hearing her right now?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I'm ready to spring, and I just hear what she's saying.
Okay, so she hears something in the back, and then she's like, "Wait, what? What are you talking about?" And she, so she hears something back, and then she looks over to the other two guys, and then she kind of like. She gives like a sort of a nod or something, some type of signal, and then they duck behind. Then they just bam, anything goes to shit. They just roll to the nearest car for cover, and there's
but like as this is happening, I'm gonna say like as I see the nod, I come up behind her with like my I probably I click back the hammer of my revolver. And I grab her around the neck and like press my gun into her like into like the fold of her back, and I'm like and I scream aloud, drop your fucking guns.
Okay. So in order to do that, you gotta roll body.
Shit. There's like only doctor like mumbling, trying to find behind the cover.
Fuck! Oh my god! That's a okay. And if things start to look bad, I pull the trigger.
So I guess I should have the guy that ducked down behind one of the cars.
Okay. So yeah. So as soon as she's saying you're lying to me, they're actually infected, and then then from far away you can hear gunshots and from assault rifle and whatnot from where you guys came from, and then. When you try to,
I actually did say that we were getting chased by runners.
Yeah, it's fine, but you lied to her about the thing about. So she said
everything went to shit. There's no more talking. Everything went to shit. I already shot this guy.
Okay, well then, can I take a crack at it with my golf club?
Wait. Okay,
hold on. Everything went to shit. So Madeline is trying to shoot her in the back, and I shot at one of the guys that dove behind a car.
Right. So Madeline, she tried to grab her first, but she didn't. That's what
I failed. Like I tried to get my arm around her.
And so you try. She actually sees you coming, and then so she like with the corner of your eye, kind of like.
My rolls are so bad.
I rolled pretty good.
And then Madeline, and then she turned around and it kind of like with the butt of the rifle, just bam, just bashes you across the face.
That was a very important.
Like me or Madeline.
So you take
Mere Madeline.
Madeline.
Okay, what do I roll?
I'm trying to
for
resolve
damage?
her thing first, and then we'll go over. Yeah.
What am I? What do I roll for damage?
No. 1d6. 6.
2. I take 2 damage.
Yeah. So he hits you across the face. Bam. So you take 2 flesh wounds. And
how does armor work with that?
Oh yeah, I also have armor.
yeah,
One
but
protection. It was melee though, right? Would it
yeah,
matter?
it was a melee. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, look at it from the point of the fiction. Like, you don't have armor in your face.
Yeah, okay. I'm cool with that.
I get that. I was just wondering for
Yeah, that works.
When I saw her turn around and bash her in the face, I took my shot with my bow at her.
Okay, that's fine. What did you
I rolled
He rolled
a
13.
13.
13?
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. So roll your damage to her.
So that'd be 1d6.
Yeah, 1d6.
Like
Oh,
damn.
I get to re-roll that because I.
It's your
Yeah,
signature
signature.
weapon.
signature weapon.
Yep. Woo!
You got a 6. Come on, 6. No.
I get to re-roll it every time, right? Is that how that works?
No.
Can re-roll damage with a bow if it comes up 1.
Oh, if it comes up 1, then yeah.
Yeah. Boom! Glad I have that. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
my god.
yeah, technically speaking, it doesn't state you cannot reroll that you you can reroll that how many times you want as long as it's 1.
That's
Yeah.
just ridiculous.
Hey guys! Hey man, I'm gonna get this.
There we go.
That's nice.
I'm gonna
That is
what the
my
probability-
favorite thing in the world right now.
I guess okay. Could we say like because he like since she's getting shot at like she won't be able to attack me again?
It still went.
Well, no, I hit her once right there. Went after you got
Right.
face bashed.
But,
Yeah.
like, after this, I mean like after this, like.
Well,
you
let's
can't, like, it's
guys,
like in a way
let's calm
protecting
down,
me.
wait, and let's see what the DM will say.
Yeah, what's the damage?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Because that
Okay.
lady might be a tough cookie and she might leave that. Although it's, well, we will see.
Okay. All right. So let me.
She dead.
No, she's not dead.
No, she's fucked up though.
Yeah, a little bit. Remember, she has military armor, so.
I got 1 piercing too.
Yeah, how much
You got
piercing?
1 piercing? Okay. All right. So that's a little bit. Does a little bit more then. Okay.
Freaking sappy plates.
Okay.
I wonder what a boat would do to a sappy plate. I guess
Okay.
that's my new adventure.
All right. So we have. So Madeline got bashed in the face. Red hit with the bow. Okay. So Glenn, what are you doing? As all this is happening, you see the law woman getting hit across the face, and you see an arrow just whip past and bam, just hit hit the woman in the back, because I'm getting used to her back is to the hunter, so she gets the arrow in the back, and so then. If you're not, I'm guessing you weren't hiding or anything.
Yeah, he was hiding.
I
He
typed
wrote it
that.
up here.
That I probably try to hunker down and get to cover, because of what I knew. I felt that shit. This will go badly.
And what were you trying to do?
And indeed it has.
And for now, I wanted to take cover as even before the shooting started. I typed that, and now the bad stuff is happening. I will make sure that nothing is coming at us from the back, and probably not right now, but when all of the soldiers are occupied, it will be bad, but I will try to act under pressure and get those 2 civilians out of the harm's way.
Okay. So we'll do. You said we'll do it later. You will try to do it later.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, when the rest is occupied, because for now only lady took
Okay.
their actions and there are
Yeah.
still 2
So
soldiers.
yeah, because they're really close to the 2 people right now. And then let's go with Big Daddy Z. You were in front of him talking, so you're the most exposed. And right now, one of the shooters, the one that's not close to the hunter, he's he has his gun trained at you. He's starting to fire at you. What are you gonna do?
Oh crap! I'm gonna dive on the other side of the try and dive on the other side of the car that he's on.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna try to hide behind a car.
Like how I'm picturing it is there's like the woman in the middle, and then 2 cars on either side of her, kind of like sideways to me, and then the 2 dudes are behind those.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm gonna, dive away from where the woman's pointing.
Okay.
And like on the into cover by one of the cars.
Okay, yeah. Remember there's cars. You can say you can dive behind a car, and that's fine. You don't have to specifically.
I'm basically gonna put a car between myself and the dude shooting at me.
Okay, so all right. So
Roll
let's see
body.
how that goes. Yeah, roll with guts. 2d6.
Guts or body?
No, it's guts. It's acting under pressure.
Okay. Is it? I'm just wondering which is which. It's gonna take me a little while to get my roll here because my computer's really laggy.
Your whatever guts is.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh no.
So imagine he gets a crack at him.
All right. So you're trying to. You have any armor, by the way?
I have 1 armor from my heavy jacket.
So you try to you move to get behind the cover of the car, but the guy actually starts firing before you make the move, and so he hits you with roll 1d6 plus 1 damage.
Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's an assault rifle.
It's pretty good. Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
He hits you with
That's
every bullet.
how many flesh wounds?
Yeah, so that's how shoot. Yeah, and you wanted to do 2d6s. All right.
There might be some luck
So
for me
that's
because
7 flesh wounds, or do I subtract my armor?
You subtract your armor. Yeah.
I don't see any new rolls.
Okay, so that's 6 flesh wounds. Okay.
Yeah, he rolled a 6.
I have
plus 1
16,
damage.
so
Yeah, I think
Okay.
everybody starts with 16.
Yeah.
so I'm not totally out, but
Oh,
that's like a third of my health.
No worries, I can bring back the dead.
logically, I imagine I go next since I think I was the first one to do something.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, so where is the woman now that she got the arrow in the back?
Oh, she's in front of you. She whacked you. I'm gonna say because you failed to roll. She bashed you across the face, and you fell to the ground on your back. Like you fell down. You fell backwards.
So
you're on the ground right now.
So am I still could I still take a shot at her?
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, she's in front of you. Yeah.
From the arrow shot, is she not on the ground as well?
No, she's not. No. Yeah.
That's someone's sturdy bitch. Tough lady.
I try to quick on one knee. I take a shot at her, trying to bury round deep into her chest.
You're trying to just from the ground, or you're trying to move around?
I guess depending on I have.
Wait, I can't hear you. Yeah, you got really quiet.
Yeah, you just went really quiet.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
We can hear you. You're just really
You
low.
went lower in volume.
Yeah.
Hello? Is that good?
Maybe it's better. I'm not sure. Just
Yeah, it's a bit better.
It's a bit better, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I shoot her in the chest.
Okay.
And
Alright, roll
depending on
shoot.
what I roll, I'll tell you how it ends.
Roll with body. Okay.
Ooh.
All right, so that's good. Yeah.
That's without the bonus from your body too.
Yeah, you have a revolver, right? Okay. All right, so your damage is 1d6. And you have, I think it's 2 piercing, right? Yeah, 2 piercing. Okay.
Do you shoot with your signature weapon? Because if so, yeah, the rule applies with. Or maybe, sorry, I'm maybe seeing the rolls that were already made because I had some problem with connection.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have 2 piercing and you do 1 damage.
Here, I mean.
Oh, because he's his signature weapon? Okay.
Here I rolled to 5.
Okay, 5. Alright. Okay.
That should take her out.
Okay, so yeah, so you actually get, you hit in a couple of times, but you can see some of the bullets went through, the other ones just like got hit in the chest, and then just you can see them sticking out from the vest, but others you can see a little bit of blood coming out of them. All right, so let's go with Red. What are you doing?